also has taken very encouraged steps towards visiting some other countries, like Algeria, for example. We had some difficulties with Algeria some years ago, and this was a very encouraged step very brave step to visit Algeria and to coordinate with it regarding Libya.
Yes. So, in your opinion, what did you expect in 2014 that you didn't see politically happening?
Well, a lot of expectations.
Parliamentary election?
Sorry?
Election?
Well, yes, we really hope that it could have been done within in order to improve better our image abroad, in order to have also our own stability, in order to give the legislative field a push, in order not some criticism or something like this. But I think we are doing well so far, and the next parliament will be very important and very also very serious one. I hope after 4 years of instability.
So if we move back, with chronology of incidents. In 2010, because this is the Foreign Minister's focus is definitely all around the relationship and also the image, like you mentioned earlier. In 2010, Egypt has had this, image of development. Politically, everybody knew the state and nothing was really changing. But then, ever since 2011, there has been a lot of development. There has been a lot of respect for Egypt and for the 25th Algerian Revolution. And then came a wave of criticism in June 30th in 2013, and Egypt is trying to move back, to enhance the image. And in light, also we'll be discussing more about this. In 2014, there was the trial, the century trial, and appearing a lot of figures that were, according to revolutionaries, were part of what happened, the killings that happened to protesters. And the image keeps on ever since going back and forth. How are you evaluating the state? Because this is, something that of your expertise, the image of the country after all.
Of course, differs from one country abroad to another. Some countries, they are supporting you. Some other countries, our image was not that clear to them, like some African and Asian or Latin American countries, and even some Latin European countries. Some other countries were in a way not satisfied with us, if not plotting against us. So it differs, but this also was because of what is going on. We have a revolution on 25th of January, which has been admired by almost the whole world. But then came a regime who was ruling the country and was doing not doing well as we have wished as people of Egypt. Then came, as you said, the demonstrations and killings and from here and there. So it was a very difficult task to us to improve the image. Some countries, for example, like the U.S., Turkey, some other European allies of the U.S., they know very well what's going on, but they still, according to their systems, according to their traditions, they don't accept easily for military rule to come and take over from their point of view. Although this president has been delegated by his own people, about 20, or even if it is 10 million people, it's enough to give him authorization to come and take over. But they cannot accept this. I think by the time and after we had elected our president and we had set up our constitution and our parliamentarian election is coming, I think President Sisi has clarified a lot of things to a lot of world leaders. I think things are improving a lot, even with those countries which I have said that they were against us.
Like this, how Egyptian-Ethiopian relations improved, which is a very important thing that happened in 2014, with the help of President Al-Fattah al-Sisi, of course, despite the persistence of differences concerning the Renaissance Dam. The summit meeting that took place between President Al-Fattah al-Sisi and the Ethiopian Prime Minister during the African Summit of last July broke the ice. What are your expectations for this issue in 2015?
Well, this is, as you know, this is a very important and major issue of our foreign policy makers.
Especially with when Mohammed Morsi was in June, this was a big problem.
It was really, it was a scandalous.
It was an issue actually.
It was an issue, and I think regarding Ethiopia and the Nile Basin countries, I have served in two countries of the Nile Basin, Kenya, and of course Djibouti is not one of the Nile Basin countries, but I was ambassador there. In Kenya, and I visited Uganda, I have been to two conferences in Ethiopia before. They are obsessed by an idea. The people and the leaders and officials over there that we only them because of water. And we have ignored Africa for almost 40 years, not even 30 years. Most of the African countries haven't been visited by our officials or presidents at all, even since their independence. The Renaissance Dam is a very big and important issue for us. I think the relations has been improving ever since the President Sisi has come. But personally, I think so far, building the dam is going on. Nothing has been changed. We have some promises, some kind of verbal guarantees, which is needed to be put on legal framework or agreement between the two countries. But building mutual confidence and the people's confidence is important also.
Yes. So, looking at the upcoming steps, 2015, what are your expectations? We spoke about the parliamentary elections. There is a political map. I don't think it just ends at the parliamentary election. I think there is a lot more. There is also talks about unity, about the security situation in Egypt, and more. How are you seeing and what are your expectations for 2015?
Well, I think I can expect that we can do well in the internal affairs regarding economic development, dealing with some big countries like China and having some assistance from our Arab brothers and friends. Also, the visit of President Sisi will have very fruitful outcome. But let me talk about the external affairs. I think we are doing very important role regarding Libya, and now we have started also communicating with the Syrians, both parties, both the opposition and I think, and let us hope for also Egyptian-Qatari reconciliation, which I don't know so far what will be in this matter, but we are doing well. The President Sisi will visit some also major countries in the future, like Japan and some Arab and European countries. I think things are promising.
So your focus is definitely around relations and enhancing relations in 2015. That would give Egypt a better edge. And finally, Ambassador Farghali Abdul Halim, former assistant to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, would like to thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for
Thank you very much for having me on our show today, and thank you very much for doing it. And I want to ask you, are you optimistic about 2015 on the political arena in Egypt?
Well, I am optimistic, and we have to be optimistic, I think.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Let's move now for a short break and return back.